a warm welcome to all those who are here and to all our friends who are viewing this event, sitting wherever they are. It gives us great pleasure because you have put so much of time and you are here. We are here because of you, and we really like to respect the time, the efforts you're taking to come all the way here, the parents of our clients, relatives, friends, everybody. Most importantly, we have our distinguished guest here, Mr. Thirumalai Rajagopal, Senior Advocate at the Madras High Court, and our consultants here. So it gives me great pleasure to welcome each and every one of you. Now, we are here, as Isha just said, that this is the first phase handover of Beach Boulevard. And this was an exciting project from the word go. When we start a project, நம்ம எப்படி சாமியை கும்பிட்டு ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுறோமோ, we also keep saying, let's keep the end in mind. When are we going to complete this project? How beautifully are we going to complete this project? And how wonderfully are we going to hand over the project to our esteemed clients? And in that respect, from the word go, I must say, this project was a song. And it's always said that at VNCT, it's on time, all the time. Now, how does it come? On time, all the time. Friends, I'd like you to understand here that this is a culture. To deliver something on time, all the time, does not happen just because somebody said it. It's a culture. It comes from the way we have been taught how to do business. When I say we, it's not just me, it's our entire organization. When I'm standing here, I'm representing all of my team members and all of the people who have been here before us, teaching us what to do and how we should do it. Just for an introduction, I'm a 4th generation entrepreneur here, and Isha is the 5th generation, and likewise we have other members of our family, 5th generation folks already into the business. So it just says that we are a family business driven with professional culture. And that's how we get this on time, all the time. And more importantly, we would like you all to understand that the value system that we bring into the table as a starting point is, we value your hard work. What does it mean? As a client, when you have picked up a property here, when you are paying the first rupee, when you are paying the money as per the stage, then we believe that it is our responsibility to make sure that your hard-earned money is protected very well. And how do we do that? By delivering things not just on time, but ahead of time. And here is yet another classic showpiece of what I've said. I'm just not talking, I'm actually breathing what we do, and that is giving a lot of value to all of your hard-earned money and investment. In that respect, I would like you people to walk through with me to understand. Look at the kind of development that happens all around in any city, any country, any state for that matter. Just keep looking at it. You will have a lot of product launches. Now just go back on your memory lane and see how many of these project launches that you've seen, advertisements come, online advertisements, social media, hoardings, everywhere it's screaming. Where are they talking about handing over? Just think, because that's what is going to be the head turner. That's the decision spot here. That's got to be the only reason why you need to make your investments with whom. That's very, very critical. And here we always talk of handover. We celebrate handover. Launch na sonnabadi, Samiya kumbittu we start, but we celebrate the handover because we started it as a company. When we hand over not as a company, but we hand over as a large family with all of you people in it and all of your dreams coming into a reality. And that's what we at VNCT Global consciously do time and again. All the properties that have been delivered by VNCT Global over the past decade and plus have all taken an appreciation of either anywhere between 20 to 60, 70%. This is how the entire gamut has happened. How? Because of the place that we pick, the property that we choose. We don't just pick any place because there's a place that's coming up. We make sure that your money appreciates. because that's value for what you have invested. Which is why if you look at our initial communication that comes to each of our clients, it will say, congratulations on making one of the best decisions of your life. And we really stand true to that feeling. And that is why I very strongly say all the investments made on all of our projects over the past decade have comfortably crossed 20, 30, 40, 60, 70% in appreciations, and I'm speaking with evidence. And that's what is something that we bring as a big value to the table. Now, talking about Beach Boulevard, which is, as I said, a pride. It's like the crown of all the projects that we have done so far. That's how we believe in developing every project, and for sure, Beach Boulevard is a fabulous project. The moment we came and saw the property, the moment we finalized it, I have friends here who helped us finalize this property. And when we finalized the property, when we got the consultants, that is the architectural team, who are a fantastic design house, very well known in India, we brought them, we flew them over, and we said, take a look at the property. They walked with us and they said, what do you have in mind? We said, this project needs to be iconic. Every home buyer must have the pride of ownership. When you buy a property, that pride of ownership is what's going to really live with you throughout your life and throughout the generations next. What cost you paid is only for the initial part, but what value you derive is out of the generation that comes. It's out of the pride of ownership, and therefore we said we will come with, for example, Italian marble elevation. We said we will intertwine it with wood finishes, tall ceilings, big windows, 100% Vastu compliant, no space wastage, big doors, tall doors, give you the feeling of luxury and more. If you look at the project, if you look at the amenities are developed to precision. If you talk of a shuttle court, it's perfect. It's to size. A futsal court not just on 4 sides bounded, it's bounded on the top as well, because we don't want your children to run around searching for the ball. So we said, let's net the top, which is the 5th side. I'm only talking about the thought that goes into it, the intent that goes into it, and then obviously the funds that go into it. But then what are we looking at? We're looking at only one person here, and that is our client, you. Nobody else. We'll all be able to deliver. We'll be able to deliver something short, something more. But when we look at a client, we keep that as the foremost thing and we go forward. The amenities, everything that we said, because if only printing a brochure, you make a project, then every printer will be a developer. But that's not it. Can you do what you print is the question that our marketing team asks. Our project team says we can do it. Then we say, let's bring it onto the brochure. If we cannot bring it to precision, we don't want to do it. We'd much rather not do it than do something shoddy. When we said we need to put up a kids' play area, we brought the sand from the beaches so that it is soft. And even 5 days ago, we said, clean it up because we're going to be delivering it. It's already taken some time, so let's clean it up. And that's the way we work, to bring you little glimpses of how we deliver a product. Now, this apart, this is what we create. Now, this area everybody knows is Kovalam. Let's go a little deeper into history. This is called Semmanjeri. Semmanjeri konjam Tamil solli paruga. Semman. Actually, in the edathila foundation nondum தான் எங்களுக்கும் தெரிய வந்துச்சு. It was beautiful red soil. Like a cake, you could cut it. Literally like a cake. எப்படி வெட்டி வச்சிட்டு போறீங்களோ மறுநாள் அதே மாதிரி இருக்கும். That is not our creation. That is his creation. Similarly, when you look at water, the water, I will always say, is God's gift to mankind. And that gift needs to be very preciously handled, not wasted. Now, wherever we strike water, if we can get water, that is a blessing. Yes, we went with the scientific route. We took a diviner. We said scientifically graph it. Where will we get it? At what depth will we get it? What will be the flow? How many hours will be the flow? And therefore, for this much of a community, what is required? How many toilets? And therefore, what's required? We went on calculating. And then when we say the water is much, much, much more then all of this requirement put together, it's not our creation. It is the blessings that all of you have got because of the above. And that is what we felt as a lucky aspect here. On that, we said we will create a hydropneumatic setup. A hydropneumatic setup, friends, I'm sure many of you will know. For those who need to know, here's the explanation. Hydropneumatic is the latest setup that has been established in all 7-star hotels and in resorts. Because all you need to do is open the tap, you'll have water coming in. It's not that you need to switch the bore on, you need to switch the motor on for the water to pile up. No, it's already there on your taps. You open it, you get it. And in spite of all of this, we still said we will overkill it by providing you with the overhead tank. Every villa is equipped with the overhead tank apart from the hydropneumatic. And hydropneumatic, in case there's a power shutdown, there is a generator to kick in, and you don't need to have somebody to go and switch on the generator, because that's a auto mode generator. It kicks in on its own in the event of a failure of power. So that's the depth of thinking in terms of services. These are things that you don't really see, but these are things that matter once you move into the house. The pleasure is in all of this. The brand is what you see, but the water that comes out of that brand is what's going to really sustain the period of time. And then you look at the other services in terms of roads. What you're sitting on is the road that we're creating. We build a road. We don't lay a road. We build a road like the way the highways are done. It's built layer by layer, and it's compacted, ample, very well compacted. Post that, we start saying, okay, let's run the vehicles on it. And within the next 1 month, this place will look much better than heaven, because that's how we would have finished the entire paver block zoning. And that's our intent, and that's how we build it. Those are services, again, that will not be seen. And look at these sewer, they're all bioseptics. They're like fantastic. They serve the test of time. And we don't go and mess with the ecology. We keep it going beautifully. All of this and more, I can keep going on and on and on like this. This is a high-end activity that we said we will do, and we will offer it at the right price. And in a place like Kovalam, for well-deserving clients like you and the others who are watching the event live. So this is what VNCT Global brings to you at your doorstep. Friends, all of you will understand the quality of the work that's gone in. Now, how is this possible? It's possible only when you have a team that definitely shares your vision and amps it even better. And to that respect, I would like to recognize few of our team members, because every one of our team members are flying on all cylinders to deliver something better. Today is technically a holiday, right? It's Good Friday. It's technically a holiday. It's a government holiday. But our team is working. April 14th, technically a holiday. Our team was working. Sundays, probably we are resting at home. You all are rightfully resting at home. But the teams at the sites are working. Without any noise, they are working. If you go and ask the team, when did you leave home to come back in the morning, I don't think they will know, or I don't think they even left to know. That's the kind of commitment that they bring. And in that respect, I would like to recognize certain members who will represent the entire team. And first on the line will be our COO, Mr. Ganesh. Can you please stand up, Ganesh, for recognition? And friends, please give him a good round of applause. It's not just for him, it's for him and for his entire team that you have not seen, but who have worked day and night. தமிழில் சொன்னால் இன்னும் திருத்தமாக இருக்கும். வெயிலோ மழையோ பகலோ இல்லையோ அவங்க உழைச்சிக்கிட்டு தான் இருக்கிறாங்க. And that recognition is what it is by giving them a round of applause. Similarly, I'd like to recognize the efforts of Mr. Prabhakar, our Vice President Marketing. He does a great job, and his team, who's actually here and not here, are like doing a tremendous job. Like this, we have so many people from the CRM team, from the projects team, from the finance team, from the Happy Care team, from the legal team. I mean, I can just go on. They have all been here doing their bit extremely well. You know why, friends? Because we believe that while doing all of this, by ensuring that we deliver this amount of quality with this kind of commitment on time, we are not just selling a villa to you. We are giving you the key to wealth creation. Because every asset that you pick up has to be a modus of wealth creation. Friends, earnings do not create wealth. Only asset procurement creates wealth. And when that asset is not a belief, but a reality like this, then that asset is something to be kept and passed on for generations. That is wealth. When you buy it for a price. But then when you own it, it becomes priceless. That is wealth. And that, in my opinion, is something that each and every member of ours, knowingly or not so well knowingly, is busy in that line of action, which is why you get the result. நம்ம சொல்லுவோம்ல, ஒரு கை வீசிக்கிட்டே இருந்தோம்னா சத்தம் வராது, ரெண்டு கை சேர்ந்தா தான் ஓசை. அப்போ எல்லாருமே சேர்ந்து ஒரே நேரத்தில் கை தட்டினா தான் it will be like symphony, it's like an orchestra. And that's what it is. When they come in, they come in. When they need to move, you don't know that they've moved, the next team has come in. And when they need to move, they move while the other team has come in. And when this team needs to come back, there's no shout out, they come back. That's how well they know the game. And it's not the game, it is value for the client. Let me, friends, move over to what VNCT offers. We offer a bouquet of products. When we meet a client, we offer a bouquet of products, not just one product. Why? Because each of our team members are wealth advisors, and when they go and sit with the client, they typically want to understand what's the client, what is their background, what do they want, what can we suggest, and hence here are the options. Right out there at your doorstep, they will be able to give all of these options, make you choose, help you choose, walk you through the process. And while doing that, there will be a lot of facilitation from there in terms of any kind of support. Any kind of support which will be starting from your identification of property, at what value, what should be your contribution, what should be the bank's contribution, which bank will suit best. So what sort of a loan proposal to take for you, what will be the best deal that we can get for you from the banks. We talk on your behalf to the banks, get that deal for you, make that loan facilitation happen irrespective of where you're sitting. You could be in Canada, you could be in UK, you could be in the US, you could be in the Gulf and Singapore, whichever country, we make it reach your doorstep. And from there we facilitate where you will be able to get it done right here with you coming, without you even coming, without you coming. That is how we facilitate. And then we give you the progress that happens every fortnight. Every fortnight. So we have our clients here, and we have friends of our clients, relative of our clients. Just for the benefit of the relative of the clients and for the friends of the clients. What happens is, every 15th and 30th, we send something called fortnightly progress report. And that will talk about your villa, and it will also talk about the entire development. Why? You have bought a villa or a couple of villas in a development. So you need to know what's happening in your villa as well as in the development for you to get the value for what you have invested. And that's how we keep it going every 15th and 30th. This all of our clients are aware. To an extent they say there is an overload of information. Well, that's fine. It's always good to be overfed rather than not be fed. So that's the way we move the information to all of you people. Now that said, we also say let's do the registration, which will be hassle free. It will be absolutely hassle free. You need to come in because, friends, when you come in for your registration, we understand it is a very auspicious beginning. So you'll want everything to go perfectly right. So we make sure that your travel is right, you're picked up at the right place, and the documentation is exactly precise, without any variation, deviation, and then we have it already vetted with the concerned authorities, and we need you to sign only where you need to sign and not sign all over the place, and then we retrieve the document by the end of that day. That's the amount of focus that happens. All you know is registration that has happened, but what's happening at the back is like this. All of this happens, and then we, on your behalf, take the documents to the bank and give it to them. And when you see the handover kit, you will have even their acknowledgement in that kit. So we would like to close the loop everywhere, extend the loop where required, but keep you in a state of bliss. That's our intent. And that's what our team, whom I call as extended wealth creators of your family, keep doing time and again repeatedly. While I've spoken all of this about what VNCT Global does, I would like you all to understand what's happening to the market. to Chennai as a market, to Tamil Nadu. Now, Tamil Nadu has established the most robust growth when compared to all the other states of India. It's recorded a growth of 9.7%, where the national average is 8. Tamil Nadu has beaten that, and in that the most promising, prominent activities happen in the headquarters, which is Chennai. And Chennai, like very unlike any other city, is not driven because of one industry or one sector or one segment of activities. You have IT, you have cinema, you have property development, you have automotive, you have shipping, you have medical, you have whatever you want to name it, you name it, it is there. Which means it only propels growth. The kind of expansion that are happening in the form of infrastructure, roads, CMRL work, bridges, airports, everything, it's just extending and expanding. Why? Like how the Vice Chairman of the State Planning Commission, Dr. Jairam, had said, Chennai is booming, and the only way you will be able to understand this is when you understand that in Tamil Nadu, more than 50% of the population is urbanized. So, when there is more sector going towards urbanization, the urban sector starts expanding. It expands only on the emerging markets. You cannot, for example, expect it to expand on Mount Road. Mount Road is Mount Road, and it's established, it's over. Where will it expand? It will expand only on the periphery. What is the periphery? The periphery that we are talking about is ECR, OMR, Sriperumbudur, Pammal. All these areas are just booming, opening up like nobody's business. Literally, to put it, between 2022 and 2024, we are in 25, but between 22 and 24, in a mere 2-year span, we saw prices doubling, literally doubling. The prices in which that we offered a particular villa is no more the price in which we will be able to offer even next door to it. Why go that far? If I get a land here, I am willing to pay double the price of what I paid for this to develop something like this, but it's not available. It's just not available. Even if somebody wants to pay the price, it's not available. And friends, I will with a lot of authority be able to say, what was the appreciation enjoyed and experienced over the past 20 years in Chennai will be experienced by all home buyers over the next 5 years. That's for a reality. Please mark my word. Don't miss the bus. This is what it is. If somebody is waiting to buy, don't wait. It's like this American investor who I follow a lot. He invests a lot in real estate, or rather only in real estate. He said, don't wait to invest in real estate. Invest and wait for appreciation. That way you get to keep the appreciation. People wait for the right price. Koncham jastiya irukku. Ippa vendam. No, take that call. Just bite on the bullet. It's only a decision. Once you do that, you're going to be so happy with the brilliant decision you took, like most of you who are here, who have bought your villas here. It's like stunning. Any of our projects are of the same scale. And even if there is land, to get a clean land with proper legals and titles, like I just said, Mr. Thirumalai Rajagopal is here. He is like our everything when it comes to legal. We have a very good in-house legal team, but even our entire legal team in-house banks and believes only in this one gentleman's office. If he says yes, we go for it. If he says no, we dump it and walk. We don't even think why, how to negotiate, how to cut corners. We don't do that. Why? Because we believe this is for generations for you to keep. And if you're going to pass it on, if you're going to exit it for a value because you're a property investor, you should have the best exit because of the title being fabulous. And that again is not commonly available anywhere. So first, land becomes a scarce commodity because nobody creates land anymore. And then to get that land with proper title is a bigger challenge. To make sure that you're able to get the right approvals, because you can have a property right next to the beach. What do you do with it? You can probably talk about it, but you cannot build on it because you need to be this many meters away from the sea. So what's the value of that land, right? And then to get the approvals and to build on it, for the banks to come and say, yes, we'll fund. All of these are large, huge, hidden challenges. And at VNCT Global, when we cross all of this and bring it and say, we are going to offer villas to you with land ownership, with extraordinary infrastructure and perfect quality, I will believe, not that I am blowing my trumpet, I will believe that these are miracles of miracles. In 5 years' time, if we need to pick up a villa, if anybody needs to pick up a villa, it will be available probably in places like Chengalpattu. That's how much the city is going to crazily expand. And let's be aware of that. Therefore, we plan our investments in accordance. In the very same wavelength, I would like to express that VNCT Global is truly a global organization because we operate in the international market. We operate all over. When we operate all over, we are well aware of the rules, regulations, the approvals that we need to get, not just in Tamil Nadu, but in every country in which that we operate. And that again, friends, comes because of the intent. The intent to be a long-term player, not a fly-by-night operator like many that we see and then we don't see. Before we see them, we don't see them because they are packed up. And this comes not just with intent, it comes with knowledge. What are the approvals to take? How to go about it? How difficult, however difficult it might be, go over it. And the last line, nothing comes free in this world. So it costs money, quite a lot of it. International operations, we need to pour it. And we keep pouring it. Yes, COVID, no COVID, we don't really care. We are there. We are there all the time. And we are there to provide all the service. We are there to pick up your call and to give you all the answers, to give you all the clarity and to stay robust. That's what we do. And in continuation to that, what we have done is our next project. I would like to talk high, proud and mighty about the next project, which is called Beverly Ridge. Beverly Ridge, as the name goes, is a Californian designed, a Californian inspired architecture. And that's coming up at the bustling OMR Kelambakam. It's an iconic project. It's a superior project which will fetch anything that you require, whether it's going to be an investment for an appreciation, whether it's going to be your living, whether it's going to be your rental revenues out of it, whatever it's going to be, it's going to answer it, and it's absolutely stunning. As I'm speaking, I've already got, our team has already received a lot of inquiries from our existing clients itself to say, let's take it forward because this is truly fabulous. And that's what it is. And that, friends, we offer to the international market. We are offering to the domestic market, but we focus more on the international market. And it is a different ball game to operate at the international market. And this, all our team members understand. Our consultants understand. We have our consultants here. Our structural consultant is here. Our electrical consultant is here. Our plumbing consultant is here. All of them are here. Similarly, I would like to take a few names in our companies just to say like them. We have the Nadias, we have the Elils, we have the Rameshes, we have the Lakshmis, we have the Vikis, we have the Mariappans. We have so many. We have the Shivas. We have like truckloads of these people doing some terrific work. And ஒரு சில பேரை தான் நான் சொல்லியிருக்கிறேன். இந்த மாதிரி நீங்கள் எல்லாருமே அருமையாக பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கிறீங்க. And I'm wanting to quote your names. And we have the Sundars, the Dastakis, so many people all doing some terrific work. And here is my applause to all of you people. And this project was headed by one gentleman by name Mr. Arivu Chudar. We call him Arivu. And he's really a guy who matches the name. அறிவோடு வேலை செய்வார். எது தேவையோ தெளிவாக வேலை செஞ்சுட்டு இருப்பார். வேலை மட்டும் தெரியும், அவர் எங்கே இருக்கிறாருன்னே தெரியாது. அந்த மாதிரி தான் அவரை சுற்றி இருக்கிற டீம் மெம்பர்ஸும் அருமையான டீம். And that is why the project is so good, and Elil has been driving them so wonderfully, and Mr. Ganesh has been guiding them extraordinarily well. I have taken all of this time to talk to you people about the project, about the market, about what value we bring to the table and how we would like to take this legacy forward. and we are into multiple verticals of automotive, cinema, property development, property leasing, and we're getting into schools and hotels as well. All of this we do with single-minded dedication. அதுதான் எங்களுடைய தகப்பனார் திரு VN சிதம்பரம் செட்டியார் எங்களுக்கு கற்றுக் கொடுத்தது. அப்பா மீனாட்சி அம்மன் கோயிலில் 9 வருஷம் சேர்மனாக இருக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடியும் இருந்தபோதும் இருந்ததுக்கு அப்புறமும் எங்களுக்கு கற்றுக் கொடுத்தது ஒரே ஒரு விஷயம்தான். அதுக்கு பேர் தான் ஃபினான்ஷியல் டிசிப்ளின். And that is what we bring to the table, and that solves everything and paves the way for beautiful results like what you see here. Once again, friends, thank you very much for your trust on VNCT Global. VNCT Global is not a single member operation. I am representing all of them, and I am representing the note just came also, which is to say, please recognize the lovely efforts of Ms. Isha Nagapan here. Okay, and idu na marakala இருந்தாலும் ஞாபகத்துக்கு நன்றி. இதைத்தான் நான் சொல்கிறது, நம்ம எதையுமே நம்மளாக பண்ணலை, நம்மளுடைய டீம் தான் நம்மளை இயக்கி வச்சுக்கிட்டு இருக்குது. அந்த விதத்தில் எனக்கு என்னுடைய மகளை பற்றி அறிமுகப்படுத்துறதுக்கு ரொம்ப நன்றி. யாரையுமே நான் மறக்க போகிறது இல்லை. அண்ட் ஐ திங்க் அதுதான் ஒரு பேசிக் பண்பாடு. அண்ட் பட் ஆஃப்கோர்ஸ் having got the reminder, let me tell you, Isha's contributions for this project and all the other projects are fantastic. It's a 25-year-old who's sitting there with a much more matured head and a very good thinking process. She is the best friend for everybody here, with our clients, with our team members, and with everybody. இதில் வந்து ப்ரொஃபஷ்னலாக என்ன உள்ள போர்ட் ரூமில் பேச்சு வரும் அப்படின்னா, how to offer better. இதில் தான் போட்டி இருக்கும். இந்த போட்டியெல்லாம் என்னமோ ஜெயிச்சிட்டோன்னு நினைக்கும் போது இஷா மேடம் வந்து உட்காந்து நோ ஐ வாண்ட் திஸ் மோர் ஃபார் த கிளைண்ட் அப்படின்ட்டுன்னு, அவ்வளோதான். எது அவங்க சொன்னாலும் அவங்க சொல்கிற விதத்தில் ஆமான்னு சொல்லி கேட்டுக்கிட்டு முடிச்சு கொடுத்துட்டு போயிட்டே இருப்போம். தட் இஸ் ஹர் கான்ட்ரிபியூஷன். அடுத்து இன்னொரு ஸ்லிப்பு வர்றதுக்குள்ள ஐ ரெக்கக்னைஸ் தி வண்டர்ஃபுல் எஃபர்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் மிஸ்ஸஸ் கீதா நாகு, த வாய்ஸ் ஆஃப் துபாய் ரேடியோ. ஓகே, அண்ட் அவங்களுடைய இன்வால்மெண்ட் நான் சொல்லவே முடியாது, ஏன்னா அது வார்த்தைகள் அடக்க முடியாது. என்னுடைய இன்வால்மெண்ட் வர்றது அவங்கனால தான் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டேன்னா ஐ திங்க் எல்லாத்தையும் அடக்கிட்டேன்னு அர்த்தமாக வச்சுக்கலாம். பட் யா, ஜோக்ஸ் அப்பார்ட், ஐ திங்க் இட்ஸ் ட்ரெமெண்டஸ் ஒர்க், tremendous contribution, which is what I said. We are a family organization, but professionally driven to deliver the best, and we have the best of the people, consultants, lawyers on board who will guide us ethically. அந்த தின் லைன் தான் ரைட் ராங் அப்படின்றதில்ல, எத்திக்கலா பண்ணணுமா வேணுமா. ஏன்னா இந்த அரஜான் வகுத்த கழுவுறதுக்காக வேலை பார்க்குறத விட்டுட்டு இந்த மனசுக்காக வேலை பார்த்தோம்னா the results will be much better than all what we can write and read. Thank you very much.